Sorry about yesterday's show. We're gonna start with a little private group first, and then work our way up to the public show. And if you're wondering, and put my microphone in, why we are having a calling in after show for Kermit and friends. Well, today's show was kind of to make it up for the backroom guests that didn't get a chance to come on the show. Maybe they wanted to, but because of a variety of reasons, they couldn't make it. And there was a lot of people that really wanted to be on the show, and they couldn't make it on the show because there was just too many people. And so I thought before we make it public, we'll have our sort of our main show to cover some of the issues that came up from last night. And so that's what we're going to do first. We're going to cover the main issues with what happened last night with Ed. I'm not saying what he did was good and cool, because it wasn't, but it's just, it's just the way Ed is. And I wanted to first take some time to talk about this because Ed, in some ways, like Minnie Manson, wanted to do things a certain way. And what he wanted to do was to say, oh, let us have our show be like I play the music I want to sing to on the radio and all this. And I said, that's great, and we can do that. Absolutely. But you know what? The problem is that's not the way Paul had planned it. And so because Paul had not planned it that way, the people were like, wait, what? And then he said, oh, and then he says, I also want to run my trains on the show too. I said, that's great if you want to run your trains on the show, absolutely, but we didn't. We should have set those up ahead of time. That we didn't, and so he was trying to get the trains working, and he was fussing and fighting with them. Why isn't the trains working? Why aren't the trains doing anything? Why are my choo-choos not choo-ching? And I was like, oof, this is gonna be one of those days when I'm gonna have to figure out everything going on, trying to get all the cameras installed, all the camera angles. Let's go public now. There's no reason not to, right? Let's go public right now. Chats are on. And so I sat there, and at first there was something going on with the internet. I think because I was trying to process some videos in the background to get ready for premiere, which I'm going to be showing tomorrow. And so we didn't get a chance to get that done. So everything was just going on all at once. It was just like a big pile of festering, stinky, fetid cake. It just, yuck. Just 100% yuck right across the board. And so, for those of you who did not know or did not understand why it was upset, he has a terrible time, not doing transference. And me and the main group panel covered it with him. We talked about it last night. How you doing, Greg Olson? Welcome to the show. And so we covered it last night, and it was a pretty good content. It was a good show. We reached out to a lot of people. And it was just a fantastic example of a good program, but it just because of his transference and his inherent anger at his choo-choos that they weren't running right. What's going on, Michelle? Not much. KAF, we're going to talk about that. So obviously, we'll be having an after show. She had two guests. One of the guests was a stripper. I forget what her name was. And she wrote the book called what was it? The Good Stripper. And she was interesting to listen to. And she didn't have a particular problem with her. She was, she didn't take. Elisa was still running a little too long with the main guests. unfortunately for her, maybe she could have gotten them down to 15-minute segments. But it was the David Essels that she just dragged him on way too long. The majority of the audience liked what he had to say. People in the back room were getting frustrated. There's like Slingshot Warrior, particularly, was getting frustrated. He said, "I thought I was supposed to be a guest on the show, and I'm not even getting a chance to even get any air screen time." So he finally got some screen time near the end of the show, and I felt bad for a lot of the other people that didn't even get that much time on screen. And I said, "Well, why can't we do our own after show?" Yeah, I finished a bottle of wine last night. Yep. So yeah, that's the reason why I said, "Well, why don't we just get together and have our own show?" So here we are. No, I'm not drunk. I don't think I would still be drunk after 24 hours of sleep. I mean, not 24 hours, but I mean, like, I slept for about 8 hours, so eventually, somebody left my system right now. Yes, I had a bottle of wine last night. 3% alcohol, Boone's Farm, snowberry wine. Which is fine with me. I like that snowberry. I think it tastes good. I'm surprised how fast I drink it now because given what was going on with Ed yelling and everything else, I kind of needed it. Okay. So we got the piano. I'm gonna get that ready to go. And well, I'm not that much different than I am now. I'm probably not. I'm not gonna take forever on the show because we do have to get ready for Silvermoon Radio. Silvermoon Radio is our official music show on Twitch. But if the people on Twitch are watching this, I plan to go and segue right into Silvermoon Radio. We tried 3 times. First time was something with the computer, where the internet was just being hammered. The second time was Ed yanked the plug out of the computer. Third time, I basically started a show and I said, "I'm not interested." I said, "Screw this." I just said, "No." I said, "I'm done with this for today." I said, "We'll just have to come back and do a mulligan." This is, yeah, it was crazy last night. It was just crazy. It was just nuts. So let's get the links up. Copy, paste, pin it, pin it. There we go. I also got to send the link to Craig Sr. because he doesn't. I did tell him in an answering machine message that I was going to be going live today. So let me get this link out for Craig, so Craig can join us, and I will get the panel up in a second. If you give me a second here, I got to get all these links up to all the channels. So anyway, so I think Elisa, unfortunately, kind of dropped the ball. I don't think she meant to. I think she took on too many guests, and the guests were taking too long. She has to work on her time management a little bit. That's the sad reality. She has to work on her time management a little bit. McHenry Cruiser did not get a chance to go up. He had issues with his anxiety. He chose to not come on. I wanted him to come on. I was there for him, and he just was not feeling compatible to get up there. And so he kind of said, "Nah, I'm not going. I'm not doing it." Okay, so that's another reason we have the show, is maybe Cruiser may feel more comfortable coming here. So the 2 main guests, the 2 highlighting guests, got all the coverage. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's it for you. So let's get the Panel up here. Mensel's here. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me get you on first. Go ahead. So let's get the G-Meet link up. Didn't forget that. Make sure you spell it right. That would help. G-M-E-E-T. G-Meet. Google Meet. Cruise during anxiety. I know he does. I understand that. Well, all I can tell you is once he calms down, usually he does fine. Just that it scares everybody, including me, when he starts going off when he's tirades. In fact, Taurus is one of the most angry of the zodiac signs. I think, yeah, erectile dysfunction isn't exactly fun. It's a joke. Come on, take it. Don't take it seriously. No, Ed, don't hate don't hate the guy. He's not. He's just Ed for you. You know, Ed's like that. So, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know. So we the whole Google Meets team was on chat with Ed last night. At first, he didn't want to talk to anybody, and then finally he calmed down enough that he started to talk to us, and I talked to him afterwards. And I think some of his issues has to do with his past and the way he was raised. And I think, no, he's not always angry. He's not always angry. Like David Essels said, which I do agree with, he says a lot of depression is caused by latent anger issues that may have never been dealt with. Ed was an abused adopted child. He was treated pretty bad, kind of like Minnie Manson with abuse as a child. And I think the two, Minnie Manson and Ed, could have gotten into an interesting conversation if they sat down together. But unfortunately, Minnie Manson has decided to not be a part of the show anymore. So, because Minnie Manson left the show, there's nothing you can say. You know? So, I mean, Minnie Manson had the ability to be on the show. He could have been on the show. He could have had, he could be on the show. No problem. So the question is why isn't Minnie Manson here? Because Minnie Manson is angry at Butthard. That is why. Minnie Manson is angry at Butthard. Okay? And when you're angry at Butthard, you are basically gonna hold a grudge but in case of Minnie Manson's reason is a little more valid because Butthard basically was his manager, and unfortunately after they kind of went their separate ways, Butthard decided to make Minnie's life a little more difficult. Gas prices are cheaper than last year, yes. But they're not cheap. Remember when Donald Trump was president, gas prices were something like $1.90. $2 a gallon.
Everybody, this is Donald Trump, and you are watching the MicheleMarieDalene show.
And they were cheaper. We got to get that Biden out of there. Put that on the soundboard. This is Donald Trump. You got to get rid of that asshole Biden. Yeah, kidding. Absolutely. We got to get rid of Biden. Biden must go. Biden must go. Hey-o, Biden must go. Yeah, he's a real terrible president. He's doing a terrible job for America. His regime has done nothing to help American people at all. Okay. I meant pay, not leg. Minnie Manson. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. Okay, so we got more people coming on panel. Let's get this panel open. Tiger Kitty. Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you may be. How you doing, Tiger Kitty?
I think it's the afternoon.
Yeah,
Good afternoon.
it's the afternoon for us, yes.
Yeah.
And if we were watching Permanent Friends, it just turned afternoon about 1 hour 41 minutes ago. It wasn't bad for a show, but that
Did you get on the show this time?
Jake had very little time on the show. Jake, unfortunately, Slingshot Warrior got virtually nothing. She seemed to have more of the main guest, David Essel, was like hogging almost all the time slot, and like then prior to that, Marcy was on, which wasn't bad. She's a stripper, and she did a book called The Good Stripper, which wasn't bad. But I think that the David Essel kind of ran a lot longer than he should have. I think she should have basically said to the people nicely, is like after 15 minutes, and said, David, hey, look, we'd love to hear more about it. Can you come back on another show? Instead, she let him monopolize the thing for like 45 minutes. And I was like, oh my God. And all of the people in the back room, including Slingshot Warrior, are like, aren't we going to get our chances to come on the show? And it's like, yeah, I kind of asked him that. So I said to Wheezy, I said in the back room, I said, what's going on here? He said, well, I'm not in control of the show. Lisa is. I said, yeah, I know. Okay, we'll get Lisa to understand. He's got guests that wanted to be on the show. You got a full back room here, a full backstage, people that want to be on, and yet they're like, when are they going to get their airtime? Because this David Essel's upstairs is like basically clogging up the entire show, talking about things about making happiness and all that, which is great, but not quite.
Did you get on though? Did you get on?
I got on very quickly to ask the question about the use of medications in the psychiatric industry, which is I wanted to know what his view on it was. And I asked him, so why are psychiatric drugs being pushed so much these days? If therapy, and I do believe in therapy, should be part of the treatment. I don't think it should be just drugs. That's treatment. I think that's a bad decision. I don't totally disagree with what he said about that depression or deep-rooted depression is probably because of a deep anger or deep sadness or resentment. I do sense that's true, but like I said, he agreed with me. He says sometimes we push the drugs a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyrex is still around. I haven't watched him myself. He is on my watch list. I don't think he's actually been doing much on the show. But yeah, Cyrex is still around. Let me put the chat on the screen for the chatters so you guys can see what's going on. Unfortunately, I need to shrink this window just a tiny touch. Now, as long as I can get to the window setup, then we're all fine. So why don't we give a quick recap of what we covered last night, Tiger Kitty, so people understand that we did talk to Ed about the issue, and that
we did talk to Ed about his flying into a rage.
Yeah.
After a few more beers, he actually wanted to do karaoke and he wanted you to do your show again.
Yeah. And we did some
Very
we
strong.
did some singing off camera. I mean, off the show. But we did some a little bit. He didn't really sing much. He was mostly just running his trains. So that's what he was mostly wanting to do, was run his choo-choos. So I think that's what he wanted to do on the show too. Was to run the choo-choos.
Yeah. No, he shouldn't touch your belongings.
Yeah, because Wig agreed with me. He said, "You don't know if you pull a person's cord out of the outlet like that, you could destroy the hard drive in that computer. You don't think
Yeah.
about that stuff, but you can, because I mean, if the computer's not shut down properly, it's bad enough if it's a power failure. You can't do anything about a power failure, but." When you got somebody who doesn't know anything about computers starts playing around with your wires, he doesn't know what
Yeah.
he's doing. Like I said, power failures you can't do anything about. Sure, you can buy an uninterruptible power supply, which I want to get one eventually. I want to get something a little bit better than just a standard uninterruptible. I want to get something like a Jackery or a Blue Eddy, and which can provide much more power than a standard UPS can do. Because this thing is such a big workstation. This thing really sucks those watts.
Right. Well, it wasn't just that. It was the names he called you as well. He called you some awful names.
I know, but I'd ignored them.
I
Because
know.
I
You
told
did
him, I
very
said,
well.
"Look, Ed," I said, "I know what you said about me." I said, "But you know what? You get upset because people. Oh, I got this microphone cord all wrapped around my sweater. Hold on a minute here. Is that you said, oh, these people were calling you horrible names?" I said, "Why don't you just ignore them? I mean, after all, you said some nasty things to me too. You notice I didn't
Right.
even react.
Yeah. You
Because
did
I know you
very,
don't mean it.
very good.
I know you don't mean it. Sure, you're angry now, but you know what? The thing is that maybe you're angry at the wrong people. Because what you're really angry is at the people that are long gone and passed away. You can't yell at your mother and your stepmother and your stepfather. You can't tell them to buzz off. It's because of that you're doing transfers and you're blaming the wrong people. He needs to get into a therapy program where he can work out these issues, because this is affecting his productivity and his long-term happiness, as it's been for years.
Well, I don't know if he's too old for all that now. He's like an old man stuck in his ways.
Yeah, but you know what? You can still be an old man and you can still be stuck in your ways, but at least you can enjoy the final years of your life. Getting that chip off your shoulders, because it's going to become karma. It's going to become residual karma. Residual karma in your next life. This is his first time on Earth.
You
He's
know
never
what I
been.
got out of last night, though? I got out of that. He isn't happy there either.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to live there. He said if he had to pay 1 cent more, he would leave.
Well, that's fine, because that just tells you, that he's looking at this as a crash pad. I understand his logic, but I also understand, that he may say that, but does he really feel that way deep down? Because you have to understand, he's like an onion. And yes, Donkey, I mean, I hate to say it, when Shrek said that ogres are like onions, and Donkey said, "Yeah, do they stink?" In a way, it kind of is like an onion that does have a bad past and kind of has a little bit of a bad past stink to him from karma. But the thing is you got to peel back the onion, and when you do, of course, there's a lot of the juices fly everywhere. They make you cry.
Juices flying everywhere. Ugh.
But once you get the onion, diced up, sliced up, put into your dinner you're making, it's cooked good, and you don't have a problem. Okay, he hasn't had anyone yet start working on his onion yet. No one has started to deal with the problem at hand. I know, but he said realistically, he said, I know you're not. He said, but you're smarter than me. You know this stuff that way more than I do. And I said, the thing is, Ed, is I'm not always able to solve all your problems. I can't because I've got my own issues. I mean, I'm not infallible because I'm a human being. You know, I have a life. I'm trying to do a show. And last night I said, if we had told me what your plans from the beginning, I could have planned this hours ahead of time instead of all of a sudden, boom, there it was the last minute. That's all you had to do was say, okay, let's say about 4 o'clock or when I got up. You know, I said, okay, Michelle, let's go ahead, set this up ahead of time. So the trains are ready. Let's test the trains, get the cameras ready, select the music pieces. And I would have said, okay, give us a little more time to plan it out. I like to basically plan things in advance. Okay, because it helps. It helps me, it helps everybody. You're calm, you're cool, you're collected. You're the 3 C's. I wonder what the 4th C would be, like 4C. Like for calm, cool, collected, comfortable. Okay, I like 4 C's. Okay? Calm, cool, collected, and comfortable. If you can be all those, if you can get things so you can just ease into a routine instead of being like slamming on, like changing gears without pressing the clutch. And then you're going to grind your gears of your transmission. You're likely to snap a lot of teeth. Okay, that's exactly what he wanted me to do, was grind the gears of my transmission, and I can't do that.
Hi, Menthol.
Dennis Ramsey says, ATCH, damn it, Dennis Ramsey's music, videos are on YouTube if you like music.
Goddamn, bitch.
Yeah. I like music. I like a lot of country western music. It's mostly what I listen to. It's country western. But either way, the thing is
I'm dying of
now I'm gonna see if we can try to get the Silvermoon radio up at AM 1610 on
Had a joint on the floor.
the program tonight. And we do some singing on the show.
Nigga.
Totally says the victim once again. Every time he messes up, he just blames it on the ghosts. He's nothing but a manipulator. Well, you know what? I think the reason is because he was raised in a worm, and that's exactly what he was taught how to do, was to manipulate
Nigga.
by his step-parents.
Nigga.
But it doesn't make it excusable. It just means that's how it started. Okay? Unfortunately, he was a child of abuse, and now he is abusing, and he doesn't really understand that. But let's talk about something a little more exciting that could be a redeeming factor if it could catch on to this. Residual karma. Now, Ed has not been on Earth before. This is his first time on this planet. I have been on Earth many, many lives. This is my 34th life on Earth. Okay, I've been through it, seen it. I'm an old soul. I have plenty of experience. He doesn't have this.
Michelle with that's penis.
What? Oh, what does that got to do with what I'm talking about? Nothing. Radio show is still on Twitch. Yeah. Yep, the radio show will be on Twitch. It's going to be at 7 o'clock. That's one of the reasons I didn't plan to make this a long show, because I was hoping to keep it within another hour. So about 6 o'clock, I can segue over to the Twitch show. And 7 o'clock tonight, yes. The radio show is going to be starting. We're not singing Halloween songs. I don't have Halloween songs right now. But we could certainly get some on the Silvermoon radio. Because I usually play records to start with, and then I work my way up to MP3s and sometimes YouTube videos. Okay? don't care about karma, trolling says. If there's people messing with me, I'm not going to talk to them. I'll ignore them, and I will not make
Tiger
peace.
Kitty is rich and promised to send Michelle $500 this weekend.
Now, by the way, Tiger Kitty, what do you want to talk about? Anything else that we talked about last night on the Google Meets? Because I think you were there. A lot of people were not.
Tiger Kitty is rich and promised to send Michelle $500 this weekend.
Yes, we can sing
no.
Hi, George. Hi, Jake. Nord, how you doing today?
Right, I need for you to talk to Ed and say he does realize that you're doing your radio show tonight, and he promised we could sing and you can sing, because remember, not last night.
Yes.
So he has to.
And right now he's sleeping. I think he's sleeping it off because he told me, he said last night, he said, I had way too many beers.
Oh.
I said, yeah.
That he was hammered.
He said, I drank 24 beers. I said,
what?
Yeah, I think you had one too. I think you had way too many.
He says he only does 7 a night. So if he had 24,
that's like 3 nights of beer.
I don't believe he only does 7 a night.
I don't know. I didn't count the beer bottles and beer cans, but it's the season, yeah. So yes, we can sing Halloween songs. I just don't have any in there. Minnie Manson, how you doing?
Good to see you, Minnie.
Good afternoon, Minnie. How's it going? Why don't you come up on panel? The panel's open. Actually, let me get the panel link up for Minnie. And don't,
Tiger Kitty. Tiger Kitty is rolling in cash and wipes her stinky vagina with $100 bills.
Let's see. Is Butter your bitch? No.
That's not Butter. Butter's not here. Haven't seen him today.
I haven't seen Butter today at all. At least not here anyway. No, he's not. Is Fun Stuff Only your manager? Yes. He's not my Butter's not my manager. He's just a person that helped me out a couple times. That's all. No, well, but thank you.
You like Butter?
It says Hobo says we don't like Butter. Well, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Hi, Billy Mays here. I think Michelle needs to clean her house and
clean my what? Yeah, well, so is Ed. So we're kind of in the same boat with two different people.
I love that Mitchell because he likes kids and jerking off elephants.
He also mutes people in other people's chat. You give him mod. Yeah, well, Butter does have a mod status here, which I need to check to see who's on the naughty list. I should check the naughty list, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. See who ended up on the naughty list today. I didn't look at the naughty list. I should look at the naughty list and see who ended up on it that shouldn't be there. So, give me a second to look at the naughty list. All right, so let's take a look at that. See who's on the naughty list. There shouldn't be anybody except for those smut people. Oh yeah, there's a troll. I
don't know why you had to leave.
There are all those websites trying to market products. Yep. Only people on the naughty list are troll sites trying to sell sex wares. So nobody's blocked. That's good. That's good. Um,
Okay, we're gonna have a discussion here.
so we're going to have a discussion. Okay. But
I slept under a pack in the streets of Chicago.
please take
Homeless.
Butters mod away before he blocks me from here. Okay, you know what? I will, because yeah, theoretically speaking, he doesn't need a wrench. Really, he doesn't. He really doesn't need a wrench.
I slept under a pack in the streets of Chicago,
Hold
homeless,
on, man.
in the early 1980s.
Alright, let me get this in here. We'll go to community. Okay, Andrew.
Yeah, I enjoyed having Minnie in the Discord.
I would like to have Minnie on the Discord, so yes, I would like to have Minnie on the Discord. So, the botter is gone. Okay. So, but that doesn't mean that you can't be blocked, though. Unfortunately, that's a panacea. I mean, maybe most people won't, but theoretically could still be. But I'd like to have you come up on the panel. Who's dinging me? Who's dinging me? Okay. What? That's what you typed here, Kitty. You typed what?
What? What do you want?
Okay. How old were you in 1986, Minnie Manson? Okay, so butter on the Discord. No, I haven't touched that one yet. So on the Discord, I haven't really had any problems with butter on the Discord, which is very true. I have not had problems with butter on my Discord. However, it doesn't mean that he couldn't be doing the same thing that you're alleging, that he could be let's see, create
What's wrong with
channels.
it?
Hold on a minute, let me go into the members.
Minnie, no, that's not true, Minnie.
Well, you know what I could do is, why don't you know what I can do? Why don't I do this? Let's give Butter limited mod status. Well, what that would do is he would still have a role, but he won't be able to do the kind of bad. Oh, he has limited mod. Oh, okay. I'm sure he probably says, I wish I had more access than this limited mod. It sucks. Yeah. Save. Okay, so Butter is just an ordinary guy. And so he can still talk to everybody. He can't
Streets of Chicago.
He can't boot anybody. He can't twit anybody. He can't delete anybody. He can't delete messages. Can't change group names, whatever. So that's fine.
I slept under a pack.
And see.
Under a pack.
What's that? No. Mod status unless you fucking hit me. No, he's not a mod anymore. Come on the Discord and look. Butter doesn't have a wrench at all. Or a wrench here. Okay? I kept my deal. Okay? Check it out.
Michelle, make sure you eat before tonight as well.
I'm going to try. At least I'll eat something. I did have a bowl of cereal for lunch. I woke up. I had lunch about. Actually, I didn't eat cereal yet either. I will eat something. Don't worry about it. I want to get some more piercings.
In the early 1980s.
Minnie Manson said, "God damn it, you're dumb. Why? Who's dumb? I took out Butter as a mod on 2 places. How many more places can I take him out? There's only 2 places that he was a mod. I am done trolling and got my Discord privilege limited. Oh. Okay,
Yeah, I need to sort that
Dabs, I'll
out.
take care of that. Okay, just give me a minute over there. I gotta get over to that. Oh, yeah.
Dimitri, that was Dimitri's fault. Dubs.
Everybody raised
Dimitri
kids. I got the comment.
Dimitri Pruden is not the real Dimitri Pruden. For those of you who did not already know that, it is somebody
Because
else
everybody
playing a
raised kids.
character that has caused a lot of harm. Dabs, what are you known as on the?
Because everybody raised kids.
What are you known as on Discord?
I'm gay.
After Ukraine. Okay, so let's see. I see.
Stoner with a boner.
I'm gay.
Michelle.
What's that?
Stoner.
Oh,
with
Stoner.
a
Okay,
boner.
okay, I got it.
I slept under a park in the streets of Chicago, homeless.
I got it. Okay, so I can give you full mod access. Yep. Let's give you full mod
I'm
access.
gay. Oh, yeah, I'm gay.
Okay. Save. Okay, so you get your inch back at maximum power.
What are you doing? Try it.
Okay. I never should have been on your show. Well, you did fine on my show. My show was not the problem here. Meaning, my show didn't start the problem. Okay? Don't forget, Butter's also on Kermit and Friends too. So, I mean, I know that's why you're not on Kermit and Friends.
Better learn to get over it.
You know.
I mean, I have joints. I have crack.
Zero Cool 36. How do you know what a real goth is?
I'm gay. I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, some would say because goth is such a large different subculture of different subcultures. You got black goths, you got dark goths, you got white goths, you got demon goths, you got Satan goths, you got Christian goths, you got white goths. I'm a white goth, okay? No, it doesn't. And I'm a white Christian Roman Catholic Christo pagan goth, which actually is my title.
No, you don't seem very gothy to me.
Yeah, I know. That's just it.
You certainly don't like the music.
You're right. I don't seem like that to you. Because that's the thing with a white goth, is we don't blend in to the traditional goth thing. Okay?
Oh, so you're like
we like brighter colors, we like happier environments, we like, being with good people, we enjoy good times. So that way pretty much are like, yeah, you're mainstream. Okay, fine, we're mainstream. I'll accept that. I'll see wrong with that.
I was not aware there was a white goth.
I'm a true goth. Okay, says Baroness. Okay, Baroness, that's fine. Maybe you're an emo. Me Manson being an emo. I don't know much about emo. Can anyone explain emo to me? Because I've heard of it. I don't really know much about it though. So what is an emo?
Don't they want to hurt themselves or something? I don't know.
I penetrated a 7-year-old. There's nothing wrong with it.
They're emotional, full of angst, oversensitive.
Okay.
They sound like a bloody nightmare.
That does sound literally me.
Yeah, we don't want no emo. You can be a goth. A white goth, whatever.
Yeah.
I slept on the streets of Chicago.
Full angst to hypersensitivity does sound a little bit like Minnie. and that's okay. I mean, but I got my emotional side too, but I don't want to call myself emo because mostly I try to keep myself in a happy position.
Yeah, I would say Skynet's probably a real goth because he likes piercings and colourful
But one
hair.
of the main points of the show is maybe
Music.
that you may not really think about is, you can isolate yourself from every other show out there in the world, but you know what? Deep down in your heart, you want to be part of a community. You do. I remember when you and I were talking off camera. You mentioned to me that you pretty much are isolated because you feel like no one really appreciates what you do or who you are, and that's okay because a lot of people do want to approach you, but unfortunately, I think deep down you're afraid that they're gonna laugh
Slept
at
under a
you.
pack.
Who is a tricky? Who is the tricky bitch? Michelle is great.
I slept under a pack.
Well, I don't really personally I don't care I don't care what your label. I care about the person, and I think that's important. You can label anything you want with your virtual label maker, or you can go ahead and punch up on your P-Touch every label for everything in the world. There are people that will do that, right? They'll go ahead, they get on their P-Touch label maker. I can label this one a goth. I can label this one an emo. I can label this one a cow. I can label this one a duck. I can label this one as whatever. Okay, but what about the real person? What about the real person that
There's
someone's
nothing
sticking a
wrong with it.
label on?
Because I wanted to be Marilyn Manson.
Okay. Hi, Jake. Come on. Let's get Jake on here.
Slept under a pack.
Hi, Jake. How you doing?
Good.
Sorry you didn't get a chance to do much on Kermit and Friends. I feel bad for you. You kind of got left.
But here's the thing. I am hearing double things me, but I basically got I left the wrap up show early because I'm not in right now. I'm not in a good state of mind because of the month we're in right now.
Right, okay, I get that. You mean you're talking about the two main? You're talking about the two main stars, and one of them is creep, like the Essels guy. You think Essels is a creep? Do you think the guy David Essels is the creep, or is it the Marcy lady? Because Marcy seems like she's pretty down to earth.
Marcy, no, Michelle.
Yeah, but here.
By the way, I shared your community post on my community tab.
Okay, that's fine. Wonderful. Thank you.
I'm helping you out because it's not the hole in the hole in the door. It's the open door soup kitchen. It's not
Yeah. Right. Okay. That post.
Jake.
You got a lot of comments on that.
Hey, what's up, Tiger Kitty?
Hi, Jake. You're such a sweetheart, Jake.
I'm just like, I'm actually a little bit reeling because I just had to deal with 2 other wrap-up shows. You're not the only wrap-up show on right now, Michelle.
Yeah.
I slept under a pack in the streets of Chicago, homeless.
Well, don't forget, guys, in about 45 minutes, we're going to be get ready to go segue over to Silvermoon Radio. So what? I don't really want to stay on for a huge amount of time. Okay, Jay, John Heyman wants to come on.
That would make
Go ahead, John Heyman. How you doing?
Hey, Dave. What you doing, buddy? John Heyman's here?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm here. Is that Paul? Did you use a Paul Heyman thing?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Paul Heyman's a good guy. By the way, Metro Man, I'm not a bore. I see the private chat. By the way, they're thinking I'm not seeing the private chat.
What private show? Oh,
Can
Someone
you
just
swear
put
like a
private.
boy?
But let me tell you something. Paul Heyman made ECW.
Yeah, he
Paul
did.
Heyman. Paul Heyman. You know what killed ECW was WWE and Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Him wanting to be on other networks. Him wanting to. You know, ECW didn't have the budget for their stuff like WWE had.
Right.
Hey, Jake, what do you know about Mini Manson?
I've never met Minnie Manson. I've never met him in chats. I saw him mooning everybody that one time.
Right.
That's it. But I don't know who Minnie Manson is.
Minnie Manson was on the show on Friday, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, it was last Friday. I'm sorry.
Last Friday.
Yeah, he was
But
on the show last Friday.
I don't know Minnie Manson for real, and I'm gonna say this out loud to you, Michelle. I would like to meet Minnie Manson one time.
oh, that's so sweet.
Minnie Manson, you got somebody that would like to talk to you, maybe on Google Meet, on the Google Discord, if you want to come in, since we took care of the butter situation. Because Jake Hudson would like to meet up with you if you want to come on the
Because I don't
panel.
know
You guys could join
really
and talk
wanna-
together.
You know, people are saying that that they are a bad person. I don't know their gender. I'm saying he again.
Because
Marty,
everybody
wait a minute, Minnie, I never said I hated you. Minnie, I never said I hated you. I don't even know why you said I hated you.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Minnie, are you in Chicago?
Okay.
You know, the thing is, you know, people who tell me, but I don't know the pronouns. I don't know what to call. Should I call him they?
You call Minnie a he. Minnie
A
is a
he.
he.
Minnie's a guy, yeah.
All right. And Minnie, I really want to meet you. Right, on like if we could do a StreamYard, because I do StreamYard, but we could also.
Oh, maybe you could interview
What was that comment
Minnie.
hidden? What was that comment hidden?
What comment?
I want Minnie Manson.
Let's see if we can get Minnie to come on for a little bit. I mean, I think it would be nice to get Minnie to come on.
I'm just trying to get.
I don't want anybody raped.
No, Zero, you're not blocked.
I'm sorry for asking questions. I know that.
No, I think you're great, Jake.
Because the Metro Man over there thinks that I'm a bore.
James come to a grinding halt.
Mental magic. Well, mental magic has his own problems. He drinks a bit and takes crack. So I.
Yeah, and by the way, I lost my father in 2020 because
Fairness,
of alcohol.
you're right. It does sometimes come to a halt, and the reason sometimes that happens is because you got. For me, I'm listening to the chat panel, and then I'm reading the chats at the same time.
Yeah.
And
All right,
sometimes
Minnie Manson, you don't have to go. You don't have to yell, Minnie Manson. I get it. I sometimes I don't know people's pronouns.
Right,
People
and at
don't
least
say
you asked. I think it was very polite of you to
By the way,
actually ask.
I'm
there is
not
really no
hating,
need to
dude.
be shouting at Jake for that.
yeah,
Let me say something because,
guys,
by the way,
let's be respectful
pronouns
of
are
each
he
other,
and
okay?
him.
Let's
My
be
pronouns
respectful
are
of
he
each
and
other.
him. I always ask because sometimes because we live in a world now that people they want to use they pronouns. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
I know. It's hard to keep up, Jake, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you did the right thing. If you weren't sure, you should ask.
Speckle
and you
coming
did.
on. Let's get him on here. Hi, Paul. How
Hey,
you doing?
Hey, Tiger Kitty, are you still single?
No.
You think Jake's hot?
Shut up.
No, I'm not single.
Hey, by the way, you know what? Do you know that I'm trying to get a few wrestlers on my show, including Alexander Hammerstone.
Can we get the interview with Milton John in the future? Okay, that's a good idea. Tiger Kitty, can we get Milton John on for an interview?
Yeah, I've
oh.
messaged him. I'm waiting for him to. I don't know if he's even going to message me back.
Okay.
But
Hey,
we'll see.
read Mini Man's latest comment. Pretend to like me, but continue to loot that fucking raging audio of the day I slept under a giant
Wait, Minnie,
penis.
what are you talking about? I don't have a video like that of you.
Minnie, I just want to talk to you. I'm not asking. You know, if you want to, we could do it, Minnie. I'm just asking because I've never met you before. The only time I met you, you showed your ass. The only time I saw you on
I'm
KAF
reading the
is when
side
you
chats
showed
at
your
the same
ass.
time.
Well, opinions is like asses. Everybody's got one, so.
Yeah.
I have registered blind with severe myopia, honey. Okay, so I have the screen that's huge, but I'm still trying to also look at the camera at the same time. Okay.
By the way,
I
I
am a disabled individual who runs this program, and it takes me a little more time to get things done because I have to get close to see things. So someone with a mini Manser soundboard on panel that's saying bad things. Oh,
I don't have a soundboard. By the way, he's talking about me.
No, you're all right, Jake.
Okay.
I just got here. Good afternoon, Michelle and everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day.
Afternoon, Paul.
Not too bad.
I'm glad that me, Ed, and the panel in general got things worked out with Ed last night. I'm glad that was worked out.
You know, Michelle, it's fine that it was worked out, but it shouldn't even had to have been worked out.
I agree.
It
should
really
not have
upsetting.
happened.
I know, but it's not your fault, Michelle. None of that was your fault whatsoever.
No, it wasn't at all.
And he agreed with me, and he said this that he has a lot of latent anger at his step parents. I said, well,
that's no excuse, Michelle.
Oh
Again,
God.
Michelle, you did.
He?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's a bit old to be, crying about shit like that.
Yeah, he's got to move past that. But Michelle, you absolutely have been killing it lately. You've been doing great. Again, Michelle, none of that was any of your fault. It's unfortunate it happened, but it's a repeating cycle, Michelle.
Yeah, it
he
is.
Gets really,
it is
really mad at you. He's really hateful towards you, and then he apologizes. I called it. I said, "Here comes the apology." 2 minutes later, it apologizes, and he's your best friend again.
Of course, the thing is like you said, when he finally goes home and kicks the bucket, he's gonna have to deal with this as residual karma in his next life, because he hasn't worked it out in this life.
Well, that doesn't help you out, does it?
Yeah, unfortunately, Michelle, how you been today? Did you go to Kermit and Friends? Did they have a good show? If you did go,
yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show today.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, we had by the way, and then I really don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
This time of the year is bad for me.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
I hate this time of the year. Let me tell you the reason why. My dad's birthday is October 30th, and it's going to be the third birthday without him, and I'm get upset when I talk about him.
Yeah.
And by the way, Prado,
F35X says, "What do you look like?"
Read the private chat, guys.
Well, because I am a female, there just happens to be, that's the way I'm built. So if you don't like it, you can go stick your head in a bench grinder F35X2, and I'll gladly turn on the motor.
Michelle's on fire.
Hey, check the private chat out. Hey, do we have any moderators in the?
Let's all stop spamming the private chat, or I'm going to have to send you out.
I was just chatting, Michelle.
Where are you from, Jake?
He's not spamming, Michelle.
I'm from Mississippi. Let me tell you something. I'm getting.
Don't worry, I'll take care of the problem. That's
fine,
what
Michelle.
Problem?
There's no problem, Michelle. There's no problem.
There's basically the mental magic.
He fell asleep.
Basically saying calling me Baldy. He called me Baldy.
I know what
Oh,
he
he
called
calls me
you. It
that all the
sucks.
time, Jake. That's just his nickname for
Yeah,
bald.
he calls me worse than that, Jake. I
He
shouldn't
calls me
worry
baldy all
about
the
it.
time.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I've actually been on panels with people with. I've actually called people the C word before. I've called women
yeah,
the C
nice.
word.
What, cat?
No.
COVID?
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, where are you going?
See ya?
No, CUNT.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Cat?
That word.
Coont.
I don't know how to spell.
Coont.
By the way, it's an interesting song. Cry, cry, cry. Actually, that was done by Johnny Cash, I believe.
He's
and I
fine,
think
Jake. Let it
Lynn
be.
Anderson
Just let it
also
be.
did it too.
Menthol's all right.
Hey, Jake, are you near Tupelo?
I am actually Tupelo is like across the state from me.
Oh.
Across.
No, I'm a hermaphrodite, Minnie. Don't spread false facts, okay?
Jake, how old
Minnie
are you?
Manson, hey, Minnie Manson, I would like to have you on my podcast, Minnie Manson. If you don't,
that'd be interesting. Jake, how old are you?
I am 29 years old, and I feel like
29.
I'm like 59. I look like
No, it's not.
And I feel
You're like Cyrus.
It's not true
When's
at
your
all.
birthday?
July the 28th. And by the way, the year is none of your damn business.
Okay, I can figure it out. You said you're 28, so I mean it's
29. I'm 29.
29.
July
Yeah.
28th.
Pretty simple math. I mean, I would say 1993 if off the top of my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Minnie Manson, watch some of Minnie Manson. If you, by the way, I subbed to your channel, Minnie Manson. I followed you on Twitter.
Who's this Jake? Michelle.
By the way, I've actually been interviewed. My goal is to interview people that are so awesome people.
When you start losing your hair, Jake?
By the way, I shaved my head in January. I shaved my head before.
When did you start balding?
It lasted that long? I have to shave mine like every week.
Let me tell you what happened. When my dad died, I started growing out my hair. My hair basically was starting to get knots in the hair. When you get knots in the hair, it looks like you got dirt in your hair.
Yeah.
How old was your dad when he passed?
So Jake, let me guess, your hair is naturally like a tight curl. Is your hair like tight and curly?
When my dad died. All right, hey, I'm just gonna ignore this, people. I'm just gonna ignore it. Jake, don't listen to these bastards.
Come down, Jake.
Michelle's the only person that you need to listen to. Michelle and the other person.
I started growing up.
Chewbacca?
Let me know when the guy's finished.
When my dad died, I started growing out my hair. My hair started.
Hey, Jake, how was your dad?
Actually, let me answer Trolling's question. No, it's not because of lack of testosterone. It's because they got too much testosterone, which turns into dinohydrate testosterone or DHT, which causes male pattern baldness. It actually stops growing of their head hair.
I just shaved my head, Michelle. I had a girlfriend who really liked when I shaved my head, and then I just kind of stuck because I liked it. And then one day, if I do grow my hair out, it probably won't be there. So
right, because the male hormone called DHT, which is something that men produce.
Michelle,
and some women have it too, by the way.
Michelle, how do I decrease my DHT so I don't have to shave my head? I want to go bald.
Talk to your doctor. There's a couple different options.
All right, Minnie Manson, I will pay.
You can take something called Abidart. You can take Propecia.
My dad died.
You can use Rogaine or Minoxidil this.
That'll make
this will help grow
Michelle,
hair.
I want my hair to fall.
I'm gonna leave. Michelle, I'm leaving. I gotta go anyway. This Metro guy is playing a sound bite of me, and I'm done.
All right, Jake. So I'll talk to you sometime private on the panel.
It's not you that I'm mad at. Michelle's not you that I'm mad at.
Jake,
you're okay, Jake.
He's not even here anymore. It's fine. He's not even here anymore. It's fine. Michelle, I don't want to grow my hair, Michelle. I want to lose my hair. How do I decrease it? I don't want to shave my head anymore. I want to be bald. I want God to curse me with
If
ridding
you
my
don't
head
want to
of
grow
hair.
any hair back, why don't you go get some
Yeah.
electrolysis and just electrocute every follicle in your skull?
No, that sounds dangerous, Michelle. I don't.
You know,
No,
all
it's
right,
not. You can go to
Manson,
a you can go to a licensed electrolysis specialist, and they can do it
all
for you.
right. You know what, Manson? I can get somebody else. I can get the real Manson on the show. I can get Marilyn Manson on my show. I don't need you.
All right, wait. Let me talk to Jake for a second here. Jake,
$100.
excuse me. Excuse me. I'm talking to Jake for a second. I say, look, I'm
Alright.
sorry if the panel causes you a lot of anxiety. It really shouldn't. But if you want to talk to me in private on Discord, we can talk about this on Discord in a DM or the DM chat. If you really have concerns, I'd love to talk to you about it.
Jake, people are just trying to help you out with YouTube. You say you have a podcast. I think people are just trying to help stiffen you up, toughen you up, like Michelle. Michelle is a tough gal now. She didn't used to like the things, but now Michelle's just like, whatever. She'll laugh.
I can get the
about it.
real Marilyn Manson, not you, Mini Manson.
My dad died.
I don't believe that, Jake.
My dad died. My dad died. My dad died. My dad died.
I don't believe that, Jake. I don't know how you're gonna get the real Marilyn Manson on your podcast. That sounds like a pretty tall order.
My dad died. 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 My dad
All
died.
right. Enough with the soundboard. Come on.
It's a pretty tall order to fill. The real Marilyn Manson. I don't know, man.
You know what? Listen.
I only got about 30 minutes
I can get
before I'm going
Howard
to get ready to
Stern.
transition
I'm
to
trying
the
to get
show,
Howard
so I don't
Stern
want
on
to
my
sit
show.
there and take up the whole show.
You know what, Mini Manson? Go to hell.
Jake,
Go to
tell
hell,
me
you
about-
fat.
Hey, whoa! Don't talk to Mr. Manson like that, you cocksucker. Okay, he did nothing wrong.
Okay. You did
That-
nothing wrong. Okay.
We respect Mr. Manson around here. Okay.
You're doing it because he was just on Michelle's show.
No, because I'm a fan. I liked him well before he was on Michelle's show. You got to be fucking kidding me, right? I would kill for Mr. Manson.
Well, I feel
Alright.
bad. I feel bad that Cruiser was not on Kermit and Friends today, but then again, even if he was in the back room, he probably wouldn't
Alright,
actually
I
been
will deal
able
with
to
it.
get up on stage.
I just blocked Mini Manson. Mini Manson, have a nice day.
Whoa! Why'd you do that? Michelle, he blocked Minnie Manson. He's abusing his
No,
rights,
on my
Michelle.
Twitter. I
Michelle's
blocked him on
abusing
my
his
Twitter.
rights.
I blocked him on
On
Twitter.
his Twitter.
Better not be in the chat. I'm not paying attention.
I'm
to
not.
you.
I'm not.
My dad
I'm not
died. My
touching.
dad died. My dad died. My dad died. My dad died. My
All
dad
right,
died.
I'm done. Bye bye. Bye bye.
All
My
right,
dad.
guys, just keep this on the
All right, I
even
got
keel
chat up
here.
now. Sorry about that.
The point is
Michael
that
Jackson and beat it.
I'd like to talk to some of these people,
Don't do
in
that.
private, one-on-one. So like Minnie, I'd like to talk to you in private. Jake, I'd like to talk to you in private. Okay. But different reasons. Okay, by the way, let me get back to what I was saying. Is sadly enough, Cruiser did not get on Kermit and Friends.
Too bad.
But then again, even if he was there, he probably would have been cooling his heels in the back room because they just didn't have time to get all the people in the back room on the show, which kind of sucks.
Did you make it on today, Michelle? Did we
Very
run,
quickly. It was very quickly. Just asked David Ezzy, or whatever his name is, that question about psychotropic medications. That was the only good question I got a chance to ask, but that's fine. But some of the other people, like Slingshot Warrior, didn't even get really much more than that. And then a woman named Goldie didn't even really get a chance to say much either. There was another woman named Wendy. She was on for a bit longer. We got to see her kitty cat she has, a calico cat.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna dish out some sparklings.
I'm always
Jake's
down to
gonna
see
go
it.
cry in my stop. I would
I'm
like to
supposed
try to keep the show in a happy show. I'd like to keep the show pleasant.
I
Show.
don't know what that guy's problem was, Michelle. But yeah, it's Sunday. It's the chill day. We got Tiger Kitty. We got John Heyman. We got chat full of great
Right.
people as well.
And don't
there's
forget
no
that
reason to be
during the Silvermoon radio show, we do tend to mostly just play the music, and then we usually chat in Discord,
Yeah.
or we'll check on we'll just type chat in Twitch so I can focus on the music program.
You gonna
Because
do
we
Silvermoon?
record the music program for later uploads to Patreon. So that's where you
Yeah.
can catch the replays. They're on Patreon.
Yeah, that's cool. You gonna do your Silvermoon tonight? Silvermoon Radio tonight? 7 o'clock?
Yes, it starts at 7 o'clock on Twitch. Yeah.
All right. Maybe I'll put it on. I don't know what I'm getting into tonight, Michelle, but maybe I'll put it on for some nice background music. Maybe play some cards or something.
We are going to play some YouTube videos as well, music videos.
Okay. What records you got lined
Maybe
up?
we'll try something a little different than the turntable. The turntable is all cute up, ready to go, but I think that people would like to hear something. Maybe I can even play one of my homemade playlists I have that has music on it on an MP3 blaster program, which will do fine.
Well, you could do that, Michelle, but
then we can get the advertisements in, the segues, and other things, and I would like to add to the show.
Michelle, I know probably people as well, Michelle, would also, if you're going to do YouTube videos, which I think is a phenomenal idea, Michelle, phenomenal idea. I think you should also use song requests. If people are out there listening to the show, say, hey, anyone got any song requests on?
Of course, they could always ask. They could always ask in a comment in the video. I could see what I can do.
Live. No, while you're live on the air is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Michelle.
plus tomorrow we have the video, the drive with Stan, driving through Winston, looking at my high school, and some of the places I go. And we go all the way to Saints and Kingdoms, where they have the Farmington River tubing. For those people who are interested in that, that's going to be up. It's ready to go. It's about 2.5 gigabytes in size. It's gonna take a while to upload it. So after Silvermoon Radio, I'm gonna start the upload process. It's gonna probably take a couple hours. The only problem is it's just that it's gonna take a couple hours. It's big. I don't know how else to make it go up any faster than it is.
Gotcha.
So, well, the thing is like I explained, guys, the wrench situation is still frustrating. I'm not really sure what the best answer with the wrench situation is.
Well, you can tell them why you've took his wrench.
Well, we can't tell who was deleting comments. I can't.
Somebody was going back over old shows and deleting people.
Yeah, there was a rogue mod. Needless to say, someone was deleting some comments and blocking people.
Right, and the problem is we don't know who did it, and there's no paper trail. Because yes, if it's a live stream and I'm seeing it in the chat comments, I can a side can chat, I can deal with it. But if it's something that happens after the show's over and then they go back and the chat replays.
Michelle also had 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 botters, all modded.
Right.
So Michelle had to dwindle down her her mod list. It's nothing against anybody, but she just had to dwindle it down a bit. It was probably at about 65, 70 people. She had to dwindle it back down.
No, actually, it doesn't, because I cleaned it up quite a bit.
Michelle. I was just kidding. It was about 50, but Michelle had to dwindle it down a bit, which, nothing personal against anybody.
We've had the past Silvermoon radio streams. That's easy. It's on Patreon. Patreon. They're on Patreon. This week you can find them. They're on Patreon. The audio ones are available for $5 a month pledge. The video and audio ones are available for a $10 a month pledge. The last stream, because I couldn't find get the MP. Let's see. FFmpeg encoder working, is only a video one right now. So the last week's is only a video one. So I'm going to make that an audio and video one so people can actually still listen to it even if you're on the audio only plan. So because otherwise it kind of sucks because you can't enjoy it.
Well, it's like radio, Michelle. It's radio. It's traditionally not seen anyway, so it's not a bad thing. But yeah, you can also watch the video one too.
It's Bobby Heenan.
Michelle bobbing around and bipping and bopping to the music.
Is that a mirror?
watching Ed rip the headphones off, potentially. I mean,
actually, a lot of people
they're
don't
both
really
good.
realize it, but if you actually, let me switch over to the other camera so you can see what they look like, because people don't. Sometimes this camera can do some injustice to my face. I'm sure Joan Rivers could understand that, right? I can't feel my face. Oh, yes, I can feel my face. Mighty fine, thank you. But you know what? Here we go. Let me switch over to the other camera. Okay, so you can see me here. You can see. Let's switch this over. Where's my stupid cursor go? Yeah, fucking piece of cursor! Where did you go to me? There you are. Oh, at the bottom of the screen. Yo, friggin'. Alright, so this is me. This is the way I look like with the camera that doesn't have any kind of lighting, color balance, weight control. You can see I am.
God, are you okay, Michelle? You're really pale.
Really not that bad looking. I just hair is kind of pinned back. It's because
where's that makeup that Tiger's saying?
Make my hair look pinned back, but this is
also,
my real hair.
Why are you not
my side view
vlogging the signed pictures of yourself?
See, that's me.
All right, why aren't we pitching those?
Yeah, exactly.
Michelle.
What's that? Oh yeah, the little pictures. Oh yes, the glam shots. I have.
Yeah, you gotta advertise those like maybe 3 or 4 times a stream, Michelle.
All right. Well,
stop touting them. Come on.
These pictures are available $5 each. Yay!
$5.
They will be signed, won't they?
Autographed and kissed by MicheleMarieDalene.
Yeah.
She'll give you a personal message.
Right. And they're $5 a piece.
$5 a piece.
That's cheap, there is some room on the back. I can write a little message for you.
So sweet.
If there's something you want me to be said, or writing the $5 each. You can pay with CashApp. You can pay with PayPal Me.
To say some really nice.
Just make sure with your $5 donation that you send me an address where to send the picture to.
Yeah.
This looks like this can fit into maybe a regular Christmas card envelope. I don't have any Christmas card envelopes though. So Tiger Kitty, I need some Christmas card envelopes. I don't have one. Seriously, I don't.
So she just got you the goddamn glam shot.
I don't think you want me to stick this in the number 10.
Yeah, so the least you can do is get some. Michelle, she had the shots made up for you and sent to you. At least you can do is get some envelopes on your own and send them out.
I agree.
Come on now, Michelle.
So
why didn't you just have her keep them?
I'll work on it, Michelle.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do you know I even
I need you to kiss them as well, Tiger, and sign them for me
as well, but.
Tiger needs to kiss them and sign them for me. She's my secretary.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely need some greeting card envelopes to mail them in. And
Michelle takes all
and
forms
some
of
of these
currency.
Some of these do got a little bit of blush on the back because the blush spilled in the box that Tiger Kitty gave us.
Apologize for that.
But otherwise, these other pictures are actually most of the blush is gone out. By the way, this is
the
pictures
blush
here.
in there, and
So
really
$5 each. You can if you know what, Tiger Kitty, I'm gonna open up this opportunity also for the patrons of Patreon. $5 a month pledge. Not only you get the audio stream, or $5 minimum, I should say. So if you send a $5 audio stream, $5 video stream, which is $10 a month, I'll send you a picture also. Okay, so
I like it.
Deal.
Yeah.
So that's simple.
Great
If
deal,
you become a $5 or $10 membership on the Patreon, I will send you a picture while supplies last. We'll get more as needed. So if you can get $5 or $10 pledges a month on Patreon, I will send you a picture as well. If you want an individual picture, you can either pay me with PayPal Me, you can pay us with CashApp. Again, it's $5, and then I'll send them out to you. I will need your address. Ideally, if you can send me a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Oh, Michelle, no, that's not. Michelle, you got to send out the envelope. You got to get envelopes and send them out, Michelle. That's the point. That's the point, Michelle. Like you're making people pay for your picture, and then you want them to send you an envelope inside of an envelope.
Yes, I
so they
do
can
have
get
a crypto address up there. If you look in
No.
my description below, there is a crypto address related to Coinbase. So yeah, I also do take
Michelle
Bitcoin.
takes empty
I take
soda
Bitcoin
and beer
also.
cans. She takes Indian rubies. Some countries they trade chickens and goats. She'll take those.
Yes, I
Any
do.
form of currency, Michelle will accept. Yen, if you're
Well,
Japanese.
I mean, she has got her new bong. She might be able to do a bit of wheeling and dealing
If
with
you
a bit
send
of
Michelle
weed.
a gram of weed, she'll send you a autographed picture. She'll blow some smoke on the
I
picture.
don't. I don't know. No.
Send Michelle some drugs in the mail, guys. She loves drugs.
No.
Fentanyl, OxyContin, MDMA, acid. Any form of currency, Michelle will send you a picture, autograph.
So,
Michelle,
like
that's a
I said,
great
also, by the way, speaking of plugging merchandise, if you become a $35 patron, you can win a mouse pad, a coffee cup. You can win a T-shirts, I believe. We also have that stuff for sale on our Streamlabs page
Amazon, get all
too.
that for like $5.
Streamlabs
Loose.com
merchandise.
for $3.
So, if you want to go to the online store or web store, you can buy that stuff. We have that. So right here.
Michelle also takes interesting trades. She likes to barter. So if you have something laying around the house you don't want anymore, just send it over to Michelle. So send you a picture.
Yeah, here's the web store.
Cats,
For those of you
Michelle
who
needs
want to buy
cat.
T-shirts, coffee mugs, hoodies, I'm going to be
Send her
adding
stuff
more
to us. We'll send you
stuff
something back.
soon.
Yeah.
But right now we got a lot of stuff here that is still available if you want it. I might have to rotate some of the stock out soon. Some of the stuff will probably end up in clearance because some stuff just ain't selling. But if you want the stuff we got now, get in the store now before it disappears because we are going to be rotating in new stock. I've got to get some new stuff up.
New stuff up. I'm not the biggest Rusty fan, guys, but if you guys love Rusty, send Michelle a cat to sacrifice for her congregation so she doesn't have to do it Rusty this year. So if you want to keep Rusty alive, send Michelle
speaking
a
of, and that's
sacrifice
another cute thing. People love Rusty the cat, and I would love to have some. I would love to have some postcards of Rusty. Anybody would like to make some postcards for Rusty? Yeah.
But if you guys want to save Rusty's life, send another cat to Michelle so she does not sacrifice them for the congregation.
Patreon contest.
Self-sacrifice every year.
I think I might win the Patreon contest.
Winner! Like if you don't, it's rigged. I'm just gonna say that flat out. You got Donald Trump. You got fucked out of an election there.
Let's see. Politics news.
I'll probably be supplying the gift.
Let's see. We're getting new messages coming in here.
Something nice, Tiger. And me too.
And that.
Live YouTube, classmates, Kevin McCarthy, eBay. No, nothing new. Oh, by the way, for those of you guys who are wondering what happened to the ears, well, the ears, I haven't ordered any new ears yet because Dimitri, so far as I can tell, is still backlogged with his orders for ears. So unfortunately, we don't have the ears because.
I like to read the Ukrainian newspaper section, and I believe I saw Dimitri's name in the obituaries a few days ago.
Theoretically, it's not exactly impossible.
Dimitri Putin, yeah.
Oh God.
So I don't know if the ears are going to be a thing anymore, but
after all,
I want to find more somewhere else.
Because remember, KAF was definitely attacked by the Russians pretty heavily, so yeah, wouldn't be surprising.
Michelle accept elf ears for a picture. Send her some elf ears. She'll give you a picture.
Oh yeah. Well, she's fussy with them elf ears, though. I would never even try to buy her elf ears.
Beggars can't be choosers at this point. Like Michelle, you should make some foil elf ears or like something around the house.
What is? Oh, I know what that is. Okay, I know what that is. I'm not interested in that stuff. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, at the stuff they call crocodiles are really nasty product. You don't want to mess with that. Stay away from it. Okay, it's not good for you.
Like some potatoes you could cut up and make some elf ears with?
What's that?
You gotta make some elf ears from around the house, Michelle. Do you have anything around the house?
Actually, I plan to get some maybe from Aerodani Studios because of Dimitri's is they're a lot more expensive, they're twice as expensive, but they'd be more than fine because right now I don't think, given what's great stuff that's going on in Ukraine, I don't think I would get my ears until months later, and I'm don't have that kind of patience. Seriously. But as of two, is he awake? Nope, he's sleeping. That's why we were able to get the show going today.
He admitted he drank too much. He drank 24 beers.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
If he did, then he's obviously why he's out cold.
I believe it though, Tiger. I was reading Stan's review and he was saying like Ed pounded like 4 or 5 beers when he was just over there. So
yeah,
there's no way 24 though. That's kind of hard to believe. Maybe 12, maybe even 18, but 24?
I think he lost count.
That's a lot. Yeah, I don't know.
And he was drinking mostly bottles too. So
yeah. I just he can't handle his booze, Michelle. This happens every single time.
All I could say is he spends most of his money on beer and trains. And then he's wonders why he's like, it isn't any money. Well, duh, there's your answer.
Crazy. Last thing he needs is trains or beer, but trains especially. I mean, it's crazy.
I'm surprised he didn't get himself some beer rated boxcars, reefers, little beer ones like little Coors, little Budweisers, Bud Light boxcars. Hey, come on. You could have gotten some reefers like that,
Be giving you bill money, Michelle, not trains. You're putting money towards the bills, yeah. Something.
I think Dimitri is one of the ACOV Ukraines. I'm not sure what an ACOV Ukraine is. I don't know. Well, anyway, the thing is we're going to be starting in about an hour on Silvermoon Radio, and I welcome everybody to come to the show. We will be chatting on Twitch, not on Google Meets, because obviously I want to record the music free of talking in the background, but we will be then uploading the videos to the Patreon page, which you can then download for a minimum pledge of $5 each month. So there also is more than just music videos on Patreon. There's books, there's stories, there's novels, there's pictures, all kinds of good stuff. Thank you very much, Baroness. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just got a $99 donation.
Nice. That's 3 days worth of work right there, Michelle. 3 videos.
Excellent.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Any Manson says, right, Michelle looks like she would. No, I don't. But thanks
just
for
to
playing.
prove it. Just to prove. Oh, fear.
One thing is, I don't see my little kitty coming up on the screen. Oh, I wonder why.
When's the last time I had some hot dogs?
Hey, it takes a while. Okay, so thanks for the donation, Baroness. Much appreciated. Oh, by the way, the blood elf in the pictures that you sent, I'd like to learn a little bit how I can get an outfit like hers. Obviously, she is, the character she's playing is a mage. An M-A-G-E or mage, a blood elf mage. And I play a blood elf mage. That's why I know what the outfit looks like. If there's any way you know where I can get outfits like that for prices that are not too out of this world, no pun intended, I would love to know.
So you play a priest, not a mage. Your main character.
I play priest and I play mages. I play both.
I mean, technically, you've made every character in the game. So but like your main character is a priest, though. But I get where you're coming from, I guess.
On the Alliance side, my main characters are priests. The Blood Elf side, my main characters are priests and mages. I play, because priests can heal themselves, which means in a one-on-one survival approach, a priest can do a lot of good to keep themselves alive as long as they have enough mana. in Classic. If you don't have enough mana, a priest is a sitting duck.
You play a priest. You play a priest.
Unless they keep lots and lots of
You
food.
play a
It was
priest.
custom made on Etsy. Probably would be because I've seen Elsa outfits custom made and sold on Etsy, and also, for the Frozen Elsa's outfits are made custom. Also seen them on eBay too, but they are really, really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like being a disciplined priest because I like being able to heal and resurrect people. I love doing that. It makes me feel good because that's like what I do in real life too. I really, when I'm not casting snowstorms like the mage, I'm almost like dual spec in real life. I'm a little bit of a priest and I'm a bit of a mage. That's what a sorceress is. But I really kind of like, helping people. That's what I love to do most of all.
Michelle, you killed hundreds of people last year in Texas. You killed Soup Kitchen Pete. You're kind of like a dark mage, I would say. Dark
Unfortunately,
priest.
how many times has a shadow priest killed innocent people when they use void
you're
form?
more of a shadow priest, I would say, than a disciplined priest. You
Even a
cause more
disciplined
harm
priest
than,
can still
than
cause
better.
harm.
Yeah, I'd say you're more of a dark disciplined priest. Yeah.
I don't think that's fair to say. So isn't working. What isn't working? All right, guys, panel. I'm gonna see you guys in about an hour on the Twitch side of things, and so that's about 1 hour from now. If you want to know how to get to our channel, it's easy for those of you who don't know.
See you then. I'm gonna go.
Just in the blue box above there is the Twitch link for the Twitch channel. http://www.twitch.tv/BICHELA. And I will see you guys there. So for now, for the panel, thanks for being here. I'll see you later, okay? Okay. So panel, bye-bye for now, panel. And then for the rest of you guys, I'm going to get ready to head out. And I wanted to say thank you for coming to the show. I'm sorry that a lot of you that were on Elsa's stream did not get a chance to enjoy being with her on the show because she had too many guests. And this is what it looks like again, so you can see what it looks like off the screen. That guy's okay. That's just the nature of the show. And but for now, let's get what's here we go. I'll see you guys in about an hour on Twitch. Okay? See you have trouble. Bye bye. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're gonna be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money
Well,
into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want big whoppers.
These are the real deal, baby. These are real.
But you wouldn't want, you've seen Rosie. I mean, they're massive.
I know. I know. But then again, we also see, like, other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the Afane, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Golden one. Versus. Fight.
That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Alright. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep. Okay.